Hello everyone, welcome to Casually Coloring. Today I'm going to show you my finished pages from October. I've colored, let me see, Hanna Karlzon, Johanna Basford, and Teresa Goodridge this month. We'll get started with Jewelry Box from Hanna Karlzon. This month was a Prisma month, apparently, too, as well. Alright, so this one here, I did some Tombow base on some of the elements here. The rest was polychromos, and the background was Arteza watercolors. Another good, decent gradient background, I think, in my opinion. I used the Arteza watercolors, and I wanted to kind of, I don't know, denote like the lighting was coming from here, from this section here, and peering in throughout the foliage. Very autumnal palette, of course. I'm crazy about autumn, so anytime I can fit an autumn page in, it's that. Something, I don't know, like sometimes when I do these Fury Reds, they just, I don't know, I think I'm a cool gal. I like my cool palettes, I like my cool colors, and sometimes doing red is a challenge for me because it's just so in your face. So I'm really happy that this one came out the way it did. I really like to see balance in my pages too, so, you know, when something's not too much, but balanced is what I like. All right, so the next one is World of Flowers. I don't think this was like a major one. Oh, maybe it was. What do I have? I don't think I pulled the tabs off of these. No, you'll have to stop. Here it is. Okay, we'll cover this one because this one was horrible. Well, you'll see this in like I think a collection type of video with completed pages. You'll get to see that horrible one later. This one here is Prisma, Neocolor, and Fine Liners. So the background was Neocolor. The main image was Prismacolors. I used a few fine liners in here maybe for a little bit of depth or to color in these very tiny small details. I used Prismacolor mainly again because of the greens. The palette I had put together had these really like murky type greens, warm type greens that Prismacolor has over polys. And I kind of just ran with the rest of it with those pencils as well. I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but typically I gravitate towards polychromos, but every now and then I'll pull out the Prismas, and this month seemed to be a Prisma month. Either depending on the colors I need or the paper. I've noticed that there's some paper that really calls for Prismacolors, and that's just maybe too smooth for the polychromos, so then that's when I grab the Prismas. And that's just about that. All right, next one is also for Johanna Basford, Worlds of Wonder. This one was the non-major one. I think with this book, I'm still kind of dabbling in figuring out the paper. And here we go again with the Prismas. And the background was Albrecht Dürer. Another Autumnal palette. And I think I chose the Prismas, yeah. The Prismas based on the pink and blue colors that I needed from it. I think this turned out all right. This is sort of stifling background with the Albrecht. I've noticed this book definitely likes Albrecht Dürer. And if you can see from here, this is all Albrecht Dürer. So this book, I think I'll have to take note. This one definitely likes these watercolor pencils. And that's it for that one. Oh, Romantic Country was actually another book. This is the one we're going to do next. Romantic Country, A Second Tale by Eriy. And let me see. The first one here was a buddy color with Sabby. I will link her Instagram account in the description because I don't know how to edit yet where I could put in their version on the other side of the page, but you'll have to check out her version. It was gorgeous. It was pretty dark And when I seen that, you know, her shop was more like almost full dark, I'm like, oh, I'll go a little bit brighter so we can have some contrast. I wanted to put in a little bit of light, obviously, because there's some light sources like the candle and the cauldron over here. And it was a bit of a challenge to kind of keep the page more daytime shop oriented, but still add in some sort of lighting. So I tried to get some shadows in behind these objects and the objects up top here, and just kind of go over it, you know, with a Tombow gray pencil at the end, or a pen at the end, so we could just darken up everything and mute everything. I used Prismacolor and Artex acrylic markers. Artex acrylic for these sort of items here that are colored in. This here, I think, as well. And Prismacolor for the rest. I don't think I used, I used gold gel pen and probably white gel pen as well. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, I really wanted to kind of keep it more realistic with the countertop and the furniture. So I tried out a stone type of countertop. I don't know how well it worked out. It looks alright, but I'm not 100% sold on this. This is actually also a full color along on my channel. If you're looking to see how certain elements were done, or the glass jars, or, you know, certain details, or maybe, you know, how certain things were colored. All 3 parts are up in my channel now, as a matter of fact, if you're interested. Let me see, the next one was this one here, the Trick or Treat. I used all Prismacolor for this. And I may have used some fine liners too, maybe. This page was a long time whip, and I'm not a whip girl. I like to finish things usually, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I never finished it, and I went back to it this year. And the paper kind of didn't want to accept a lot of work. So there are some things I probably would have changed if I would have started it this year, but overall, I'm pretty happy with the end result. I got a little bit of some lighting depicted too in this one, which I always need lighting practice, so that's not too bad. But it was cute. It was a cute page. I really enjoyed doing it. It was fun. And this next one here is from Teresa Goodridge. I hope that this is all in frame, because it's on a printed paper. I don't know what paper I printed this out on. It's probably decent paper, but I'm not too sure which one it was. I have a stack of paper in my cabinet that I just pull from whenever I do printouts like this. This one here was Autumn Charm by Teresa Goodridge. I did with Polychromos and Tombow. And again, I practiced some lighting. I think it turned out alright. Maybe it could have been a little bit darker. I'm not sure. I didn't want it to be too dark, like, you know, full night dark, but, you know, at least to depict some sort of lighting coming from the lantern and the candle and whatnot. Her images are always really fun to color. I don't have any of her physical books because the paper that they come in, and for me, if I get a coloring book, I have to color in the book and leave it in the book. So I haven't invested in any of her books yet. But every time there's a free sample that comes out, I print them out. And this one was, of course, it's fall, and it's my favorite season, so I had a lot of fun coloring it. And the next one is also from her, Teresa Goodridge, and this one was from Autumn Harvest, and I used all Prismacolor and some Artex acrylic markers, I think, to cover some things. The paper just curled up. Like, this is the Strathmore toned paper, and for whatever reason, I run hot, so whenever I lean on these type of papers, they always get buckled. And yeah, Prismacolor for the whole thing. It was a little, for some reason, I remember it being a little bit more challenging to add some of this green lighting in here, but I think it came out all right, and it was really fun to color. I really liked the glow from the stars, how they turned out, and the background's dark enough to provide that contrast, so yeah, this was a fun one to color. And of course, October, so I had to do some witchy things. And that's it for the month of October. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope there was some sort of inspiration maybe that you had gotten. And I'll see you soon. Have a good day.